Welcome back, YouTube family. Before I begin this news story, remember to hit the notification button, like and subscribe to my channel to view relevant content. Let's get started. A few days ago, I learned about a vulnerable woman from Georgia who got lost during a medical transport. She had a severe mental episode. Of course, she was extremely vulnerable, having to rely on the healthcare workers because her thoughts weren't clear. This exclusive story is found on the YouTube channel Indisputable with Dr. Rashad Rishi's page. And in my opinion, Dr. Rishi always has informative news information. Take a look at his channel when you have time. But let's continue with this case. 33-year-old Miss Candia has schizophrenia and she's under the legal guardianship of her father. On May 28th, Miss Candia was admitted to the hospital due to a harmful attempt. I can't reveal this permanent action on YouTube that she did, or she attempted. She was picked up from the Lakeview Mental Hospital in Norcross, Georgia. The driver, Robert Shropshire, signed her out and allegedly claimed he would take her to another facility. Written documentation was recorded on June 9th that he transferred her to a group home called Heart to Heart Care in Covington, Georgia. The facility's driver, who was a long-standing employee, said Miss Candia allegedly escaped from his vehicle. Robert Shropshire told the statement to Miss Candia's family with convincing expression. At the time, he sounded so genuine. Now, how would a patient run out when she's supposed to be medicated, but more importantly, in an employee's care with door locks? To make matters worse, the driver stated Miss Candia ran out at the intersection and he could not find her. Also, how could the mental hospital release her without verifying the second address of where she was going? And I'll share details about the address of the second location soon. Miss Candia's parents have communicated with Dr. Rashad Rishi. Her mother provided her communications with the driver and a Zelle account, which resulted in his identification. They networked together and retrieved a photo of the driver, Robert Shropshire, on Facebook. Huge break. Listen to this. Again, according to Dr. Rashad Rishi's channel. Next, Miss Candia's parents arrived to the group home. It was vacant. The address pertaining to Heart Care was listed on hospital documents and Mr. Shropshire's text to her mother. Her parents figured maybe Miss Candia went to this group home by another means. Everyone, it was an abandoned house in a remote area. Through online research, her parents found the real Heart to Heart Care facility. It is located in a different city altogether. In my opinion, if you have a child, relative, or friend who isn't capable of living independently with a mental illness, another disability, or maybe they're elderly or simply have cognitive issues, try to be present with them to chaperone or assist the person during any medical transfers or hospital stays, etc. Complete a Google search on the person as well. If an employee must care or transfer the person, try to get a person you can trust to verify all procedures or even follow in their vehicle. In my opinion, too many companies are not doing thorough background checks on employees. Plus, there are ruthless people in society who are plotting to take individuals and erase ethnicity, age, mainly children and people in their late 20s. Back to the story. So Miss Candia's parents swiftly contacted Georgia police so they could do a wellness check. Their daughter wasn't found at the real group home location miles away. In the meantime, when her parents called Mr. Shropshire, hospital staff, and everyone involved in Miss Candia's care. Numerous times they were getting dodged from left to right. I'm sure they felt exhausted, sick with worry, and like these folks were tossing them around like a ping pong ball. Imagine, Lakeview Behavioral Health at One Technology Parkway had Miss Candia checked in their facility with her records previously. And now, when Miss Candia's family seeks answers, she was lost in their system. Over 2 entire months, this vulnerable 33-year-old woman had mysteriously disappeared. Then her family found Miss Candia, who hasn't revealed what actually happened to her. I don't know if Miss Candia is too traumatized, unable to recall the details, or what, except Miss Candia revealed, in quotes, the driver, Robert Shropshire, gave her money for the train and told her that he would take her wherever she wanted to go. Next, Mr. Shropshire drove her to a transit station, end of quotes. Lakeview Behavioral Health refused to provide any accountability for Miss Candia's missing case. Miss Candia's mother, Erica Moss, gave a detailed statement about her experience and views of the Georgia State Department and their handling of mental care, definitively facilities like Lakeview Behavioral Health. Blatantly, Erica Moss stated, in quotes, "I am appalled that the group home resource that was approved by Lakeview Behavioral Health turned out to be a fraud," end of quotes. Trafficking. That's what the confusion, lies, and total summary is regarding Miss Candia's complex disappearance. You know, this missing case was so hard for me to find online, and it's been a few days of me searching too. And on Facebook, there is a Lakeview Behavioral Health Patient Victims Georgia page. The cases about this facility are horrendous. Here are some details about the post that will give you more insight. A parent was given the heads up by a caseworker employed there. She followed the news about the facility and insisted their child be placed somewhere else. Another person was in celebratory mode, sharing the facility was recently raided and closed due to the patient abuse. YouTube family, when you view the headlines, it's heart-wrenching. Police officers raided the Georgia Mental Health Hospital because a patient was found in the freezer. Numerous patients have been abused in so many ways: theft, blatant neglect of care and services, etc. In conclusion, law enforcement has closed down many of Lakeview Health's locations. 70 people or more filed official complaints, ages 23 through 65 years old. Again, I want to share details of 2 other disappearances. These cases really pull my heartstrings. 2 years ago, Jalani Day, a graduate student at the Illinois State University studying speech pathology, disappeared. He was last seen on August 24, 2021. He was found sometime later with missing organs in the Illinois River located in Peru, Illinois. Mysteriously, 22-year-old Yohanes Kidane went missing late on August 14. He was a newly employed Netflix engineer. 2 weeks prior, Yohanes Kidane moved from New York City to California for his new position. Yohanes Kidane got into a black Toyota sedan Uber headed to San Francisco. It was an Uber rideshare. He was a sole occupant. He's been missing ever since. Thoughts: a veteran private investigator is needed. An effective detective with years of experience. Every new car has an internal GPS tracking the locations. Yohanes conversed with colleagues before commuting in the Uber. Were conversations work-related? Was a communication a lure to identify Yohanes's exact Uber drop-off? Who is he planning to meet at the Golden Gate Bridge? Who is hired to replace Yohanes Kidane at Netflix Corporation? Why is Uber silent, only mentioning he reached his destination? According to police, they stated no evidence of a crime. Were these text messages retrieved? In my error earlier, I said a Netflix representative is assisting with his crime investigation. Actually, a Cornell University campus minister, J.W. Betts, has been very supportive with his academic friends and family. And may Yohanes Kidane be found safe and promptly. Before I end this video, I must remind everyone, unfortunately, there are systems that have been in place for years. When people go missing or disappear, people are profiting from these cases. The scary facts are that there are people in high caliber positions, in uniforms, and located in various industries who become financially affluent from other people's loss. Please leave your comments below, and remember to hit the notification button, like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks a million, and stay safe wherever you are.